Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome to another video by me, Nikki from Beyond Astro K. So guys, this video is about the summer solstice in Cancer. So we've come now to Mother Earth. So with this summer solstice, it's like one of the longest of the solstices. Even though it does feel like it's the shortest. But you know, we are coming down to mum and dad. It's summertime, especially in London. It's extremely hot, guys. Once again, excuse the noise. I cannot close the window when I'm doing this because it's just too hot. But anyway, so yes, we are coming to mum and dad. We are coming home. We are coming within our emotional and spiritual self. We are connecting to ourselves in an emotional way. So what will this summer solstice bring? Well, of course, I'll be doing it for all the signs. But, you know, the energy of this is very different to when it was the spring with Aries. For me, whenever the summer solstice happens, it's a very fruitful time. It's a time of, you know, of emotional. It's emotional time. It's of movement, but you have to make sure you're checking in to yourself. Every year we get this, and every year it is different. This solstice, it does square Neptune and Saturn in Aries. It does conjunct the Sun in Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer, it does conjunct. We got the sextile to the Moon in Taurus, and also in Mars in Virgo. So even though the energies can feel a little bit off to a lot of us, like, you know, especially for Cancer, it's like the career, like the whole, like the routines, everything is changing when it comes to like their status. A lot of us are going to be feeling, or will be guided, or be pushed, because it's a square, will be pushed to take action to do something different. But we still have to check in to ourselves. We still have to find a way to navigate having that sort of like downtime. Like, okay, I'm going to move here, but then I need to just relax here. I need to, you know, because Cancer's a crab, it goes like to the side before it makes a movement. I feel a lot of us will be doing that. So the energies are it can be very tense for a lot of us. Even like on a global scale, we can see a lot of people going to be connecting more to home, but a lot of people are going to be feeling a bit more defensive of their home, of their territory. I'm not going to be going into what's happening because we can all see what's happening, but we can also see that, you know, there is a lot more angst, a lot more anger, a lot more territorial behavior that is going on, and a lot of it is sad. But what else can we do? You know, there's things that I feel that a lot of us will be doing as well. And I feel that emotionally, a lot of us will be feeling a lot more emotionally connecting, you know, to friends and family, people that we consider family as well. But still, these energies are going to be testing us in a way that we may not have been tested before. What can also help us, we've got the sextile to the Moon in Taurus, is that with a bit of a grounding energy. We can, you know, find a way to ground ourselves. You know, Cancer and Tauruses love food. So I feel that a lot of us will be eating a lot more. But this is very much a purifying time as well. So I feel that some of us could be trying to watch what we're eating, what we're putting in our mouth, watch what we're saying, watch what we're thinking. Because the sextile to Mars in Cancer. But I feel that also if there's something that we need to say and do, we will be doing it. You know, Virgo is a sign of purity, is very much about routines. So even though some of us may, because it's summertime, I personally love sweet drinks. So I'm trying to cut down on that. I feel that the energy of Virgo there will be helping us to like be mindful of how much sweet drinks that I like to drink. You know, sweets and chocolates and that. So I feel that this is definitely, we're going to be finding ourselves trying to be as balanced as we can. Not going to be easy, but you know, Virgo's going to be like, okay, you've done this, what about tomorrow? Virgo energy also is going to make us a bit more accountable for like our actions as well. So yes, so I personally feel that again the energy is not great, not bad. It's just very neutral, you know. The card I've actually got for this is the Five of Cups, and whenever I see the Five of Cups, it's very much a time. It makes me feel sad, but also makes me know that okay, something has lost, but there is still something that's going to be coming up. There's also there's, you know, I may have lost, I don't know whether you lost a job, a relationship, or you know, you're losing something from the past or anything like that. I've still got I've still got chances. There's still things that are coming up for me, you know. So this card is also showing me that even though things are like quite heavy at the moment, or I haven't got what I wanted, or I've not, you know, I just feel that things are just not flowing the way it should. I know that something will come, and I know that this too shall pass. This is what this card is telling me. So especially like in the beginning, a lot of us will feel like the Five of Cups. Know that change is definitely coming for us, and it's going to be very different for all of us as well. The summer solstice every year, whatever solstice it is, a really great time to be setting intentions. So these, especially like a lot of these intentions, is very much about embracing like our power, embracing like a dream, embracing like a goal as well. Because even though Cancer is very much about like, you know, the family life, you know, fertility, creativity, all of that, it's a cardinal sign. It's a sign of movement. It's a sign of like I'm pioneer. It's just like in an emotional way. So I feel that this is a great time to be setting an intention of like, you know, what goal or career goal. It's a great time to be, it's a very fertile time. So yes, we can definitely see like an expansion of kids being born because of Jupiter in Cancer, but fertility is also about what you want to birth within you, what type of, whether it's a job or whether it's like a job that you want to create yourself. Is very much a manifesting time. It's also about feeling it. This is about this is a time of like what type of passion projects you like, what type of you know, this is a time of, because I can see a lot more people being more creative. You know, it's just going to be a bit more slow burn, but this is the time for you writing, because you know the sextile to Mars in the third. This is about writing what you would like, and it could be you writing it literally step by step as well. And also about, it's definitely about relationships as well. This is definitely about, you know, your goals and dreams, your aims as well. Again, movement could be slow because we're dealing with Cancer here, but sometimes slow is better as well. This is also a great time to be trying to be as setting intentions, like, you know, because some of us can feel quite down because Cancer energy is quite sloth. Just not it is quite sloth. It's like it's quite stagnated a little bit. It's a time to, you know, if you want to better yourself, like get out of a funk, what can you do about that? You know, because our feelings can be quite stuck. It could be quite stuck in the past. It could be not stuck now in the grounding era, the grounding time. So what can we do about that? What can we, because we can feel like there's lack of money for it. There can be lack of not having enough food, a lack of not feeling comfortable within our home. What can we be grateful for now? You know, it's very much the time that we should try and be present and try and be grateful as well. So some of you are gonna be like casting spells, and you know, it really does depend on you. This is a great time to be, you know, because whenever solstices comes, I like to try and eat. Well, I eat the same anyway, but I'm drinking a lot more like veg juices and herbal teas, and that's a form of like, you know, keeping like the insides a bit more purified. Some of you may decide to do that. Some of you may want to eat a bit more lighter, you know, like different colors with your food as well. Some of you may decide to bake more. I'm thinking of like banana cakes, or because you know yellow is like of the sun, so it could be like lemon cakes as well. I can see a lot more people like doing pies. I can also see a lot more people do a lot more home cooking. There could be a lot more. Some of you could even decide you want to invite people, not literally, but like if you might want to do something digital online and show people how to like make, you know, things simple like home baking or sewing, all of that. That could be a thing. But you know, Cancer's about comfort and food, so I think a lot more people be doing that of like home baking, home cooking as well. Might be like, okay, this is how you make like a simple salad, and this is how you make like a rainbow, you know, I don't know, rainbow chicken or things like that. You know, I'm also picking up a lot of like, because I've noticed that I'm starting to eat a lot more honey. So they could be like doing honey cakes or honey pies, or, you know, putting honeys in your tea, because this is the time to sweeten things as well. We want to feel comfortable. So these are the things that a lot of us could be doing. I know I'm going off on one. I'm starting to feel actually hungry as well. But yes, these are the things. And also affirmations as well. Affirmations are very powerful, because even though Cancer is a sign that's very sensitive, very emotional, it could be very emotionally stuck. And it can be very hard to get out of that funk, or the moods, or even like the depression, or even like the sadness that keeps coming. So things like affirmations could just help lighten things up. Like, you know, I am happy today. I am grateful. I am living in the present. I am grounded. You know, this is this time Cancers, they eat their emotions too. Some of you might thinking, I eat, so, you know, for my emotions, but also I eat to uplift my emotions. You know, this is a great time to be try to consume. If you're not a person that likes to drink water, this is a time to be doing it, because Cancer holds water. This is the time that a lot of us could be just sort of like taking that time to ourselves, but also not thinking of what happened before, and try to just remain grounded now. So yeah, any type of affirmation you can do. That's just like a little, you know, a little thing that I was thinking. But any type of affirmations, but also, you know, connecting, you know, I feel a lot of us will be connecting more to like family and friends, but also there could be us making new friends as well. There could be people that we never even envisioned that we'll be friends with. But yeah, lots of like family get-togethers, parties, friends, and all of that could be happening. So yeah, that was my you know, 2 cents worth on this summer solstice in Cancer 2025. You know, if you like Google, guys, you know, these are things that I'm just thinking. But even if you like Google, if you're stuck on what you should do for these intentions, you know, you can Google it and you can get loads of ideas. I mean, I personally will do something quite simple, um but I'm just going to try and, you know, trying to remain as grounded as I can, because my rising sign's Cancer, and whenever the summer solstice in Cancer, I feel very tired. I've noticed that I always feel very tired. So I need to do something that will help uplift me. Also, another thing when it comes to like things to like help uplift us, like using that essential oils. Obviously, consult your doctor first, but usually like essential oils will be, you know, that helps uplift as well. Like I personally love using, like I'm using a lot of like grapefruit, lime, lemon, especially in the morning, because you know you need that extra uplift. And in the nighttime I use like lavender, bergamot, Sometimes, you know, orange, sweet orange as well. All these things like that. Another thing that we could be doing definitely, guys, is trying to do a meditation that will help us just to, again, to keep grounded. Try to do like a 5-10 minute meditation to balance our emotions out, because even though the other energies are a bit like or yeah, nice, we can still all have that sort of like Cancer energy that is very um that we can feel very like nostalgic about. So all these uplifting things we'll definitely all need to do. So guys, that was my 2 cents worth on this, and let's get to the signs. So let's go to Aries. So Aries, the sun is moving into your 4th house in Cancer, and you have energies that's going to be connecting, of course, because Cancer is ruled by the 4th house. You have energies that's going to be connecting to your home, your roots. There could be themes coming back from the past. I can see for some of you, Aries, is that, yeah, some of you are going to be doing some releasing, letting go, doing some inner deep work. It can be actually very much an emotional time. Yes, it does square Saturn and Neptune in your sign. So, you know, even though it does square you, I still see that some of you are going to be doing that deeper inner work, but some of you will be shining as well. And I feel that some of you are going to be like trying to hone in onto what you want to do for like the next 4 months until the sun moves until we have the autumn solstice in Libra, your opposite sign. But yes, nevertheless, you are going to be going into yourself. Some of you are going to be shining within, you know, and it's a time that, yes, it's a time that you're going to be doing creating. I think some of you are going to be like doing lots of cooking, tending more to home. Some of you could be, you know, being around friends and family, and or some of you may be feeling very, very ambitious. You know, what can I do now? What can I start? What can I pioneer? This is also a time that some of you may want to, you know, be alone a bit as well, just to get some peace, get some quiet, get some, you know, time to regroup. Yes, some of you are going to be, you know, be out and loud, but still there's going to be that time where you may want to just, you know, because you're a fire sign, so you want to be out and about, movement, but then there's going to be a time where a lot of you are going to be just, okay, I need peace, I need to be by myself, I need to plan, I need that time to just, again, regroup. Sleep is going to be very important for a lot of you, because your energy definitely can dip and ebb and flow. It could be high, it could be down. I do feel definitely work with your energy, because because it's in your 4th house. You've got other energies that's in your 1st as well. It's still an ambitious time, but still really listen and work with your energy. Hey Taurus, how are you? So Taurus, the summer solstice in Cancer is in your 3rd house. You know, this is going to conjunct Jupiter, so you're going to be, you know, I feel some of you Tauruses, if you weren't one of those Tauruses that weren't really speaking your truth, speaking your thoughts, your feelings, you're going to be doing this now. You know, I feel this is a very creative time. This is a time where a lot of you may be, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm just, you know, I've been a bit like probably at slabberdash, or just a bit lazy, or just a bit working too hard on other things that are not really connecting to you. But now you're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to do this. You know, again, because we got like the squares to Saturn and Neptune in your 12th house. A bit like Aries, you're going to be wanting to just like stand back, regroup a bit. But also with that downtime, you know, you can have a lot of interests, a lot of thoughts and feelings, but a lot of ideas can come to you. A lot of creative ideas can come to you. I feel for you, Taurus, that, you know, whatever you're thinking or feeling, or even what you say, it can also manifest, but you have to believe in it. You have to connect to your feelings. You're a grounded sign, you're an earth sign. So you need to see tangible results in front of you. But the energies is telling me that, because we've got the moon in Taurus with this as well. So you, like all the fire signs, but like the cardinal signs, are going to be shining as well. So yeah, I feel that it feels like a very fruitful time for a lot of you Tauruses. It feels like a time that whatever you say and write and speak and even think, it can manifest. Believe in that, Taurus, because it's not, sometimes it's not, you're a very cautious person. You're a very cautious sign. You're very cautious. You don't want to rock the boat. But the feeling and energy of this is like, no, do it. Even if whatever you say, whatever you think, it can just happen. Obviously there's going to be work that you're going to be putting towards this as well. Whether you're writing it, whether you're thinking it, or whether you, and also I am seeing a lot of you doing a lot more work online, whether it's blogging, writing. Remember, you got Jupiter there as well. You never know who you're going to connect with. So dare yourself, Taurus. Hello, Gemini. How are you? So this Cancer solstice is in your second house. And, you have energies that are going to be in like your friendship groups, organizations, but also who you're connecting with as well. This is very much about money for you, so a lot of you definitely can come into money. Remember, this is about, the second house is very much about, the feeling, the thoughts, but also the groundedness. And yeah, I feel that some of you may spend a lot for the next 4 months, but it's about spending on what actually is going to benefit you, not just to show off to anyone, or look what I've got, look at this. What can you invest in? Because the second house is very much about it's a very grounding house, but it's also a house that your thoughts and feelings when it comes towards your money. So if you're lucky enough to come into any like type of money, finances, or if you're going to be doing any Bitcoin, any of that, listen to your thoughts and feelings. Connect to people who can help you. Connect to, someone might know someone who might know someone, like a bank manager, or you may want to connect, or you may want to grow your finances and resources into something that's tangible for the long run. Okay. And you got Mars, which is going to be, Mars is a Mars sextile in your fourth house as well. So it could be to do with home. It could be to do with you buying a home, selling a home, but also planting seeds. Some of you Geminis may like rent out an allotment, for instance, and you making money. I feel a lot of you may be thinking of ways to make dough as well. But also it could be through other people as well. But it's a very exciting time. I don't see a lot of downtime for a lot of you guys. I feel that you guys are just going to be sort of like going on and, connecting with people. So yeah, but it's also a very fruitful time for you to build with your finances. Ah, my Cancers, this is in your first house, Cancer. So Cancer, this is in your first house. You got it's conjuncting Jupiter this summer solstice. So, I think some of you may find it a little bit hard, especially when Jupiter went into your house. It squares Saturn and Neptune. You're still going to be feeling this. It will fade off after a while, but you're going to be, because this is for the next 4 months. Yes, a lot of blessings and luck can come to you guys, but still there can be some internal or even outer struggles a bit when it comes to your work, your career, things to do with like, sorry about the noise, Cancer, but it could be to do with like your work, your career, family. You could be like ebbing and flowing, like, I want to create this, I want to pioneer this, I want to set this business up, but also my family need me. I feel that a lot of you can see changes, continuous changes when it comes to your status. I feel it's going to be a very busy time because you got the sextile to the moon and sextile to Mars, and you got the conjunction in Jupiter. So definitely, you know, even though there can be a lot of niggles that comes when it comes towards whether it's your job or your career and your family, you know, I feel that I am picking up that if there could be some arguments when it comes to home life. There could be a bit of drama, or it could be in your work. It could be a boss. It could be changes in your work that you're not feeling. You're not liking these upheavals that are happening. And, you know, you want to come home and then you got drama at home. It could be like if you got teenage kids and they're arguing about this and that, and then you have to cook and clean, and you know, but you still want to be that boss as well. So that could be happening. But on the other hand, blessings can still come to you, Cancer. I feel that if you've put anything on the back burner, this is a great 4 months to be working on it. Or, you know, when you have that time to, you could be doing definitely like, again, like Tauruses, could be, you know, connecting to like new friends. You could be connecting to your, it could be friends from the past, but it could also be new friends, people that are sort of similar to you. There could also be people that are very much in tune with you. Some of you feel loneliness as well, especially from when Jupiter was in Cancer the last 12 years, and you don't feel that you've had that connection with anyone. There could be a strong connection now with a group of people. Doesn't matter what color or creed they are. It just could be people that you never even thought that you would, you know, connect with. This is a great time to be doing, again, creative work, getting your creative skills on. Great time to be writing, blogging. Again, if you've got anything to say, this is a great time to be doing it. I feel that some of you may even feel very fired up and passionate about things to do with like family and home. So you may want to like do a blog on that, or even write about it, or even say it. And if you are looking for like a different type of career, move away from your career, go into something else, this next 4 months could actually show you where you need to go. You know, there is support there for you, Cancers. You know, you just, again, a bit like Aries, may need that time alone at times. Like, I need peace and quiet. I need to gather my thoughts. If you listen to what I said in the beginning about mood swings, that could be happening. But that's only because you feel that things are just a bit too much. But still, on the other hand, there could be a lot of blessings that come to you. Hey Leo, how are you? So Leo, this summer solstice in Cancer is in your 12th house. So a lot of you Leos, you know, you're a sign that loves to just keep it moving. But you may feel like every summer solstice that, you know, I've got the energy, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, but I also need to just rest. Or some of you may decide that I want to rest a lot. But you're ruled by the sun, you know, so it does conjunct Jupiter in your 12th, and you've got the Saturn square in your 9th house. So even though you're going to be having that downtime, this is also a great time for a lot of you Leos to, you know, read, you know, because some of you may actually find that you can get a lot of that time to yourself. Again, my favorite word, regroup. This is a great time to be reading, studying, something that you've wanted to do for a long time, to do it. You know, the 9th house is very much about expanding our mind, opening our mind. And it could also be some of you Leos reading that romantic book that you've not read in a while. It could be books around lineage and family. It could also be around like studying, like if you might be investigating a course of study. And some of these things you're not going to be telling people. You just want to like do it for yourself. You know, you want to enhance yourself in some way. So this is a great time to be doing it, Leo. It's also a great time for you to be sorting out anything to do with like finances, cleaning your space. Some of you may even take up meditation and yoga. Some of you may feel that your energy is a bit off at times as well. So like doing like meditation, yoga, or even just doing like breath work will really help you, really help balance your emotions. A little bit of a busy time, Leo, but still a time of just relaxing as well, or try to relax. Yeah. Hello, my Virgos. How are you? So this summer solstice in Cancer is in your 11th house, and you got the conjunction to Jupiter there. We also got Mars, which is in your sign. So Mars being in your sign is beautiful. It sextiles the sun. So, you're a little bit of the star of the show. Yeah, a little bit of the star of the show. Yes, Virgos, I feel that you're just going to be doing what you need to do. Remember, with solstices, it's a time of purity, cleansing, tidying up. So I feel that a lot of you are going to be doing that. You may even have a bit more energy, like you maybe just go, 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 because Mars is in your sign. But also, again, a little bit like studying. I can see some studying going on. I can see a lot of you like really fix, sort of like, if there's any niggles that's to do with like your finances, shared resources in any way, I feel that a lot of you are going to be doing that. Or some of you Virgos could be, could be coming into a group or friendship that, you're pouring in like your resources together to set up like some type of business or some type of that noise was very loud, sorry Virgo. Set up some type of business, but setting up something that's going to be benefiting mankind. Yeah. You may be like the secretary or chairman or chairwoman to, let's do this, let's sort it out. I can sort this out. I'm a person that's very organized. So that could be something too. Yes, so Virgos, I feel this is going to be a very fruitful time, a time that you're going to be just, again, being busy, but also it's going to be benefiting you as well, and also benefiting, a bit like Cancers, you're going to be aligning yourself with different type of groups and friends as well. But I think when you're alone, it's like, okay, this needs to be sorted out. I need to sort out my finances. I need to sort out my life. I need to sort out my job, my diet. All of these things are going to be coming up. So it's a very busy time for you. Hey Libra, how are you? So, like all the cardinal signs, you're going to be shining. So yes, this Cancer summer solstice is in your 10th house of status, bosses, and there's gonna be changes that's gonna be happening here within your career. I feel that with some of you Librans, because you're a thinking sign, I feel that some of you Librans may be thinking of a change. If you've been working, especially if you look back 12 years ago when Jupiter was in Cancer, I know that there was a lot of Librans that I knew or know that they were going through their Saturn return. They were in the middle of their Saturn return and their job actually changed. So I feel that there can be, and now some of them are going through their Saturn opposition. And some of them are still in the same job, but some of them, there's changes that are happening. And I remember I was speaking to one of the Libras and I was saying to them that there's going to be lots of changes happening within your job. And they were like, oh, how do you know, Miss Psychic? I goes, no, there's changes that are going to be happening. And they said to me something about there's going to be some changes that happen. And I goes, I see, they're like, what are you talking about? Because I think they forgot what I was going to say. But I feel that there's going to be some changes that happen within like your job, your career. If you've been working like the same hours and the same, doing the same thing, there's going to be lots of changes there. And it could be to do with like a new CEO, there could be bosses coming in, new bosses. It could even be you thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm not happy here. I want to change. I want to do like part-time, or I want to like do, if you're doing mornings, you might want to do nights, or they may just strip away certain things and change it completely. But I feel that some of you are actually thinking, you know what, I want to do something different. Or some of you may even roll with the punches. What happens here? And also because you've got the Neptune and Saturn squaring your 7th house as well. It could be to do with like contracts. A different type of contracts are coming up. Please read the small print, because there may be some, not definitely deceptive, but you may miss something. So you may want to get someone to help you just to reread it. But yes, this conjuncts Jupiter, which is, you know, in Cancer, in your 10th house as well. And Jupiter rules your 3rd and your 6th house. So again, 6th house is about employment as well. The 3rd house is about how you communicate. So some of you may feel a bit more brave now. Like, you know, if you're not happy with something, you may just say it. You may say it to a boss. You may even say it to your partner. When it comes to status, you know, some of you may decide that you want to get married as well. There could definitely be like a change within your, if you are in a relationship, there could be a change in your whole family structure. Could be marriage, it could be a birth of a new child, it could be anything, but it's definitely something personal to you. Life-changing things are definitely happening. Again, I still see some of you thinking about something that's going to be benefiting you in your career and your family, to do with like your finances. So that could be a major theme as well. Your drive and energy, I feel, is going to be a bit up and down. So, you know, like Aries, taking that downtime is going to be very important. So a big life-changing moment for a lot of you Librans. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? So, Scorpio, this summer solstice in Cancer is in your 9th house. Higher learning. Yeah. So some of you may decide, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to go college. Or I'm going to be a priest. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to really do it. It's about your feeling as well. The 9th house is about your belief system. So these things that I feel that a lot of things you're going to be passionate about, that you really believe in, and you're going to be going for it. You got like the square to Saturn and Neptune in your 6th house, so you're going to be very organized, or try to be as organized as you can. This is a great time to be working on your physical self, your body, your mind as well. If you've got any like papers, you know, if you've got like an office, or you're working from home or anything like that, and it's just mess, great time to be doing spring cleaning. You know, if you listen to the video I had in the beginning, I was talking about people are going to be doing emotional spring cleaning. You're definitely one of them, you know. And there's going to be, I feel like the drive, there's going to be a lot of drive for you to benefit, you know, benefit yourself, but also make yourself a bit more visible, because you've got the sextile to Mars in your 11th house, and you've got the opposition to the moon in your 7th house. So yes, there could be things that come up about friendships, definitely. There could be, you know, you could be meeting up again, like Cancer. I feel like some of you could really be aligning yourself with like different groups of people, you know, because I feel that some of you Scorpions maybe dying for something different, maybe wanting something that is, you know, that you could emotionally connect yourself to. You know, I think a bit like Libra, you want something different for yourself, and this next 4 months is going to be showing that, you know. But it's within you, Scorpion. Like you're a person that, you're a sign that likes to transform yourself. So you're going to see a lot of transformation happening now. Hey Saggies, how are you? So Saggies, this Cancer summer solstice is in your 8th house, which is about, you know, shared resources, money, rebirth, death, rebirth, emotional, very emotional time. Your energy may be a bit up and down. I think all the fire signs are going to be feeling this to a point. So yes, but even though your energy is going to be about, you know, your money, finances and all of that, you can still see some, you know, there's going to be a square to Neptune in your 5th house. So I feel the energy I'm getting is that some of you are like, you know what, I need to sort out my life, sort out my finances, sort out my emotional state, because I want to create. You know, you may want to invest, or you may even take a gamble on doing some type of creation. But in order to get the best out of it, you need to sort your life out. Okay, and there could be themes that come up, Sagittarius, that's been buried within, and because the Sun conjuncts Jupiter, which you're ruled by, and also Jupiter rules your 4th house. This could be to do like with family. It could be like your background. It could be like the past coming up. And instead of like burying it, it's time to really go there. Okay? So even though there's a lot of like movement going on when it comes to like any type of creativity, things to do with like children and, you know, fitness, but also your, you know, basically creativity as well. Things may not pop off as much as you want it to. You know, some of you may have had that theme that happened and it worked for you, but this is like, it's not going to be happening as much now. So really, this is showing me for you, Sagittarius, to really go there. This is about being vulnerable. This is about you, a lot of you guys, you know, seeking help. You know, if your finances are in a mess, you know, talking to someone, or if your emotional state's in a bit of a mess, talking to someone. You know, because help is there, Saggies. You don't have to do it by yourself, but this does feel like things are going to be transforming for you, and you will find that you'll feel a little bit more lighter, a little bit more playful. So it's very much a transformative time. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? So, Capricorn, this is in your 7th house, this Cancer summer solstice. And, you know, you have energies that's in your 4th house, you know, your 5th house as well, your 9th house. So even though, like all the cardinal, it will square you. So there's going to be some annoyance, and sorry, not square you, it's going to oppose you. This is with your relationship. Okay, so your relationships are going to be played out for the next, you know, 4 months. Yeah, I feel that a lot of you, there's a time that there can be some niggles that you may have to deal with, but also this is the time that this is a time of being a bit more playful as well. You're a very serious sign. You take things very seriously. Nothing wrong in that. But you and your partner, or even your partner, might be like, "Oh, come, let's do this, let's do that," and it's just like, "Yeah, okay, then let's do it." You know, because there are energies that are connecting to like the past that is definitely coming up, and some of the things in the past, Capricorns, they may not be what they seem. Okay, they may not be what they seem. You may be thinking too much deep about it, and if you find that, oh, okay, it was that then. You know, I do see some of you during for the summer, you know, connecting more to like family, home. You could be revisiting like a childhood home. Even doing that, Capricorns, things may just not be what they seem as well. But yes, you got the Sun conjunct Jupiter in your 7th house, so there could be like big communication coming up when it comes to like where you're gonna go from here with your family, with your partner, or where you see yourself, where you see this like relationship. The relationship's big for you now, you know, because 7th and 1st house, so there could be definitely changes within your relationship again. It could be a new addition, or there could be an engagement, there could be a makeup, there could be a breakup. It really does depend. But your thoughts and feelings are evolving, they are changing. So don't think that things are going to be staying the same, because they're not. There's just lots of changes that are happening for you Capricorns, and some of you may feel a bit uncomfortable about it. Some of you may feel that I'm not in control of the situation. But communication definitely is key, and some of the communication that you're going to be having, whether it's your family or with your partner, you may not like what's being said, or you may not, or you may see actually it wasn't even that deep. But you got the sun sextiling your moon in your fifth, so this is about your creativity, but it's also about playfulness. It's about gambling. It's about fitness as well. You're going to feel a little bit lighter about this as well. Like, okay, this is happening, but what can I do to make myself happy as well? Okay, so you're going to see lots of life-changing themes and moments happening for the next 4 months. Hello, my Aquarius. So Aquarius, this summer solstice in Cancer is in your 6th house. Sorry, in your 8th house. And yes, so this is a time of your daily routines and daily habits are coming to the fore for the next 6 months. So Aquarius, what are we going to do? Well, what we can do is start, making headways to be a bit more emotionally healthier. You got Pluto in your house, yeah. So a lot of you are transforming your life anyway. Your physical body is transforming, whether you want it to or not. If you're one of those Aquarians that were just quite slabberdash and like whatever, it's like, no, let's do this. Or if you're one of those Aquarius that were just ebbing and flowing, or just going the other way and you should be going this way, it's going to be presented to you. But if you're one of those Aquarius that are actually working on themselves, this is, things can be intensified now, especially with the Jupiter happening as well. Jupiter, it can expand the body, but it can also make you want to physically keep yourself fit and agile, and take care of things to do with like the liver, and just cleanse yourself. So I feel a lot of you may be cleansing, but this is definitely to do with like your mind, but your body and your soul. Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of you want to feel a little bit lighter, because you got the square to Saturn and Neptune in your 3rd, and yes, even when it comes to how you communicate, what you're writing and speaking, a lot of this can be a lot. You could find yourself like mentally exhausted for the next 4 months, because you're doing a lot. The 6th house is also about your work, your employment. So again, like Libra, I feel a lot of your Aquarians are going to be going through a lot of changes for the next 4 months. Not just 4 months, I can think for the whole year there'll be changes, but I think you're going to start seeing it for the next 4 months. There's going to be lots of changes within your job, your employment, whether you leave or whether you stay, or whether there's going to be lots of changes that are going to be happening. And some of you may welcome it. Some of you may not like it. Some of you may think, I don't want to work with this person, or, because you might be working with a group of people that you don't like, or they're just not, you just don't really get each other. Or there could be cuts, or, all these things that can be happening. But just know there's going to be changes within your employment. And also, like I said, the square to Saturn, Neptune, your 3rd, it can play a lot on your mind. This showed me that a lot of you could be overthinking with what's going on, but a lot of this may be just like you're overthinking. It's again not that deep. So taking that time to yourself, a lot of breath work will help a lot of you Aquarian, or just doing something that helps calm your nervous system. Because again, like I said, a lot of this could be too much on you. But on the other hand, it's really good to be working on something that doesn't make you think about what should be going on, but also still remaining healthy, still purifying yourself, because the changes are going to be quite fast. Hello, Pisces, my last sign. So Pisces, this summer solstice in Cancer is in your 5th house, okay? And again, we got the nodes that are in your, because there's going to be a time when the nodes are going to be supporting Jupiter, but not for now, obviously. But you know, we've got the, in your fifth house, we've got the Sun conjunct Jupiter, which you're co-ruled by in your first. You've got energies that are connecting to like your communication, how you speak, writing, and all of that. You've got energies that's connected to your relationships during this time. You've got the square to Saturn and Neptune in your second house. So there's a lot going on for a lot of you Pisces, but the main thing is about your, you know, how you're creating. It could be some of you, again, some of you could come into some form of money. Could be, you know, you get a lot. This is a great time to be getting a lottery ticket, you know, testing your faith. And also because you're co-ruled by Jupiter, there could be a lot of expansions that's going on here when it comes to luck, when it comes to keeping yourself fit and agile. You know, a lot of you could be changing up your look, changing up how your hair, for instance, what you're wearing. You could be, you know, if you're one of those serious Pisces that's like very diligent, if you've got kids as well, you could be a bit more playful with them, bringing them to the park, because the weather is lovely outside in London. I feel a lot of you could actually feel very blessed, especially if things come to you easily. Again, Pisces, try to believe in it. You know, this is a great time to be thinking of what you would love to create, because even though it's a year and you've got the nose still in your sign, some of you Pisces may be wasting time, or some of you Pisces may be coasting. So this energy is showing me, you know, really go there, because your finances definitely could change under this. Yes, you got Saturn square, you got the Saturn square in your finances at the moment, but still, and it's square Neptune, which you're ruled by. But even with that happening, remember, squares are about action. So if you feel you're not getting enough, what can you do about it? Okay, and it's about feeling as well. I don't see a lot of you I do see a lot of Pisceans coming into things, but you just have to see it there and grab it when it does come. A lot of opportunities can be presented. Opportunities are coming for everyone with this solstice, just going to be very different. But for you, because you've got the Jupiter and the Neptune going on, this is the time, Pisces, to like, okay, you know, you've written this book, or you've done things behind the scenes. Now it's time to bring it out. Now it's time to like bring out that, you know, newsletter or things like that, Pisces. You know, I feel that if you let this pass, it's going to be a bit of a waste. So just make little strides, Pisces. Okay. So guys, that was the video for the summer solstice in Cancer. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave messages, send it to your friends. I hope lots of blessings come to a lot of you during this time. It's going to be ebbing and flowing for everyone. This energy is not bad, but it's not the greatest. But it's just I just see it very neutral. There's some greatness, there's some goodness that comes with this. It's very neutral. So yes, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe once again. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys very soon. And let me know how it's going for you.